Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to do something different today. I'm going to give you my top 5 Fox body Mustangs ever produced. I feel very strongly about this list, you guys. I understand everybody has their own opinion, so hey, let me know what your list is down below in the comments at the end of the video. So let's get started with number 5. Also, I'm going to have a couple little honorable mentions at the end too, you guys. So we're going to start at number 5, you guys. It's going to be, you guys will be surprised on the list. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be surprised. Number 5, this is one of my favorite cars too, because I used to own one. Number 5 on my list is 0304 Mustang Cobra, aka the Terminator, right? So 0304 Mustang Cobra Terminator, you guys. I used to have a God, what color was it? It was a silver. It was a silver metallic. So I used to have one just like this, you guys. Rims and all. It was a silver metallic on the outside, and it had the gray charcoal leather on the inside. That was the one I had. I sold it back in, I'm going to say 2013 or 14 is when I sold that car. I'm pretty sure that this is the first production supercharged Cobra that they produced. This thing put out 390 horsepower, you guys. 390 foot-pound of torque. This thing was wicked. I think it, Chevy had a hard time keeping up when they put this car out. This is a rare car to me. I know you can probably go on the internet and see, you can see them here and there for sale, but my opinion, I think they're getting rare. So I'm really thinking about buying another one of these cars, you guys. A really nice, decent mile car. It had a 355 gear in it. I mean, it was a really good car. 6-speed manual transmission. I'm trying to off my head here. T56 6-speed is what this car had. So this is a very cool car, you guys, and it is one of my favorites. That's why it's on my top 5. So number 4 would have to be the 79 to 93 505 speed notches, you guys. This is a reef blue one. This is actually the same car I got out my building, a reef blue notch. Same car. 1 year only car. That color, of course, a lot of people know. These things are rare, man. I mean, I don't think Ford really realized how rare and popular these cars was going to get. This is my number 4. I love the 505 speed notchbacks. They're my number 4. I would have had it a little higher, but I don't. But I'm gonna say number 4 on my list. They're lighter. A lot of people like to use them as drag cars, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and go on to number 3. You guys might be surprised on this one too. It's going to be the 93 Cobra. This is my 3rd one on my list. And this is a teal car. Same car I have outside, out in the building. 93 Cobra, it's a teal car. To me, these are a very rare car. They're getting there. Of course, they made 5,100 of these cars. Of course, 107 of them was Cobra Rs. And then the rest of them were regular Cobras. You got your teal, your black, and your vibrant red or whatever. So this is my number 3 on my top 5 is the 93 Cobra. Or I wouldn't have one, you guys. I love these cars. There's just something about these Cobras, these 93 Cobras, that I just love. I mean, of course, they only had like 10 more horsepower and shit, but you know, still, it was something about these cars, man, everybody is just gravitating to, you know, and it's a special vehicle team car. So, but number three, that's my number three, man. It's the '93 Cobra. You guys probably don't even know probably about number two. It's probably gonna surprise you. Or like to have one of these. It's the '93 Cobra R. These things, you know, there's a little bit of difference to them, you know, between the regular Cobras. You know, it's got the 235 horse, same as the regular Cobra, you know, but it's got an oil cooler in it, recalibrated clutch fan, if I can remember. It's even got a power steering fluid cooler in it, you know. Yeah, you know, I think if I'm not mistaken, it has a back seat delete on it. I mean, it's pretty much for racing is what they built this car for. And this really wasn't mass produced for the population. That's why this thing's so rare. And it is a '93 Cobra, you guys, just a Cobra R. That's why I love this thing so much. And it's even more rare than the regular Cobras. And that's why it's number 2 on my list. Because this thing, they wanted to use, they built this thing for, you know, racing, you know, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it has, you can probably go online, look at all the specs on these cars. You know, I'm not going to go into detail on all of them, but we're going to go ahead and get to number 1, you guys. Number 1, I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to think about what number 1 is. Some of you guys might probably already know, and some of you guys are probably going to be surprised what my number 1 Mustang is. And I'm going to tell you, it's not a Fox body. Okay, it's not a Fox body, you guys. I know I said top 5 Fox body Mustangs, but this one is going to be a little different. You know, it's a breed of its own. It's going to be the '67 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. This is my number 1 Mustang. Even though it's not a Fox body, this is my number 1 car that I would love to own, and it is number 1 on my list of Mustangs, period, really. Even the rest of these cars were Fox bodies. I just can't leave this car out. This is probably the most rarest, expensive Mustang you could probably buy to date, if I'm not mistaken, is the Shelby GT 500. This thing is just a wicked car. You know, that 428 cubic inch V8, 3-speed automatic, 355 horsepower, 420 pounds of torque. This thing's a monster for its day. You know, people just didn't realize that this car was the shit back in the day. So, you know, that's my top 5 Mustangs, you guys. 4 of them are Fox bodies. And I realized, you know, the last one wasn't a Fox body, but, you know, hey, shit happens on this channel, you guys, I'm telling you. I do got a couple honorable mentions that I want to mention. These are 2 other cars that I would love to have. I mean, they're not on the top 5, of course, but they are, you know, one of my favorite Mustangs, you know, that I would love to own. You know, maybe I'd own one, I don't know. Just, we'll see, you guys. But one of my honorable mentions is going to be the 2000 Cobra R. So the 2000 Cobra R, I mean, this, I can't leave this car out, you guys. I mean, they only made 300 of them, you know. This is like a Terminator on steroids, pretty much. Even though, now this car wasn't supercharged, you know. It had a T56 6-speed in it. You know, it had the 355 gears. It had around the same horsepower. But it was a 5.4 liter twin cam V8 is what this car was. And I love these cars, man. I think there's one for sale now I seen on the internet somewhere. And they want, man, I don't know. It's like it was a lot of money. I can't remember off my head, but this car was the car back in 2000. You know, and these weren't mass produced anyway either. Like, of course, you know, they only made 300 of them. So I'm gonna say this is up with the '67 Shelby GT500 when it comes to rarity, because there's only 300 of these cars out there besides the 107 of the Cobra R in '93. You know, like, you know, you can tell I'm a Cobra guy. Now I got one more honorable mention, you guys, okay? Now, I might have talked about this in one of my videos and one of my live streams, I can't remember, but one more honorable mention that I have is an 84 to 86 Mustang SVO. So this is going to be my last honorable mention, you guys. 84 to 86 Ford Mustang SVO, 2.3 liter turbo. I love these cars. I like the way they look, actually. You know, I know back in '84, I think it was around 175 horsepower, 210 foot-pounds of torque or something. And in '85, I think it was around the same. And then 85 and a half to 86. 85 and a half, they upped at 205 horse, and then they went down another 5 horsepower in '86. But they did put 373 gears in the car back in '86, if I recall. I love these cars. Actually, believe it or not, man, these 2.3 turbo cars back in the day, they moved. You know, they moved pretty good. So yeah, you guys, 84 to 86 SVO. Love to have one of those cars. Like I said, I seen one a while back. It was just a roller, but it was like nice. It was really nice. And that's another one of my honorable mentions, you guys, is the 84 to 86 SVO. I might end up with one of those cars because I've been kind of looking around at them. So we'll see, you know. But that's it, you guys. That's I guess my top 5 Fox body Mustangs. One of them's not a Fox body, of course, but of course the rest of them are. So even my honorable mentions are, you know. So let me know, you guys, down in the comments below what your top 5 Mustangs are that's been ever produced. You know, let me know down in the comments. You know, make sure you like and hit that notification bell if you subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.